Hello, this is Mark McDaniel with Evolution of Warfare. Turn 2 for Objective Nuremberg from the 7 Days of the Rhine series. I want to correct one error from last turn. I was a little confused on the combat support markers, the artillery. Let me bring those up and show you what those look like. This artillery and the air units. Apparently, well, I got confused with, I thought by turn you would send these out, but apparently everybody gets everything at the beginning of their turn. So I'm not going to go back and refight turn 1. That may have made a difference. Some of the rules on this is that you can do as many of these helicopter support markers on any one engagement unless there is an enemy air unit present, and you can only do one artillery per combat interaction. And then there is going to be attrition in the administrative phase that we'll look at for both of those. But so all of these things were available at the beginning, and so I did not do that, but we'll do it starting turn 2 and going forward. If you do notice any other error that I do, please make sure that you comment. Either on, I was able to get this, the rules and turn 1 videos uploaded to Board Game Geek, and so comments are welcome there or on YouTube for sure. And on Facebook, I've posted these videos on Facebook as well and a number of different sites. And so I'm probably going to make a lot of mistakes, but and that first, who knows with that, what all would have happened down here, but suffice it to say, we're going to move forward and progress. And so we're going to start with the Air Superiority Phase. So let me get to that rule. And so what we do is each player rolls 3 dice. So I'm going to go ahead and move this down here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oof. Looks like the Warsaw Pact is going to have air superiority again. The one that had air superiority, and I'm showing that by these markers over here: electronic warfare and the air superiority here. So it's the Soviets, or the Warsaw Pact. So what happens there is you roll 1 more dice for that side and divide it by 2 and divide by 3, round fractions up. So 5 divided by 3 is 1 up to 2. So Warsaw Pact is going to keep air superiority, and they have 6, 12, 15, 16 to 3, 5, 6. So, oh my goodness, this particular, this is going to be bad. So we have to do the markers here and pop those over. The marker, I think it's under markers. Yeah, there we go. So they get 10. So I'm going to drop 10 of these over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And again, that's the difference between the roll of the dice. So that's a lot of air superiority. That's going to stop a lot of this movement, because again, you can we'll show that to you when we do that. Next, we've got to do the electronic warfare. We've got to determine the last turn, and it's pretty much the same kind of idea that we do. Beginning on game turn 2, we roll 2 dice this time. 1, 2. So NATO has 6. Warsaw Pact has 8, so that's 2 already. They roll a dice again and do the same thing, so 2. So let's see, 6. So 2 plus 3 is 5 electronic warfare. They're going to get that as well. I've got to bring a little... we'll do this on the combat support. 1, oops. Well, I'm going to pause it and get this mess sorted out, and then I'll get back. All right, thank you for your patience. Sorry. So let me go back here and where are my dice rolls? Here we are. Okay, so 6. They had 8, so 5. I get 5 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will all get placed out in the combat phase. So, and again, as I mentioned, the advantage is certainly with those who had air superiority before. All right, so that is the electronic warfare. So we will do that. We'll get down to that. All right, so now the air superiority phase, in the electronic warfare phase, we did that. Now we're down into movement and combat. I just want to make sure on air power that on both these that I'm. The other thing is you can't save these for later turns. You have to use them in the turn you have them. So now we go to the air power marker placement. So this is part of the air superiority phase. So let's back up the airfare, or the airfare, the air off screen, and place them. So looking at the map here strategically, what we want to do is we want to gum all of this right here. We want to keep them from establishing, truly keep these people occupied here by laying down some serious hurt on these units, because again, every air power marker, you add 1, so it's 1.5 to move through each hex, even though you're on the Autobahn, because Autobahn's it's a half hex move. So we are going to basically, let's see. And again, that affects not only the hex that it surrounds the surrounding hexes as well. So we're going to just lace them all the way up. And create some real havoc for these guys. 3 more markers to place. And I'm going to place this right there. So that will affect that. That's all the airfare, or keep saying airfare. The other air markers, the helicopter we'll use in combat. We'll place those during combat. Yeah, each air power marker affects the hex it is in, along with the 6 hexes that surround it. So I wonder if I could even pull these out. Although I have them overlapping each other. I'm going to pause this and yeah, I can do that. I'll get back when I reorganize. All right, we've come back. I've reorganized these. Yes. Basically, this here is going to bunch this up, these hexes up here. This is going to bunch these hexes up here. So as these units go in and out, that's what makes that a pretty exasperating thing for the NATO troops as they're trying to move forward. All right, so let's now go on to electronic warfare. Done that. Let's go to placement of the markers. Place electronic warfare markers during the electronic warfare phase. So we're going to go ahead and bring that up again. This is where, yeah, I'm going to drag this stack. I'm going to drop it here. And let's see where I want to put these guys. So what they will do, I can put as many as I want. So I'm going to go ahead and place these where I'm going to do combat at. So I'm going to probably pop one there. And here. And here. And here. And I'm going to put one. I'm going to drop two because that is in a city, I believe. Okay. So we have done that phase. And now we go to the movement phase. All right. Now, when you're playing with another opponent, you have to declare if you're going to do movement and then combat, or combat then movement. We're going to do, and again, you get a dice roll modifier if, let's see if I can find that out. Again, all these markers in combat will add a 1 to the dice roll modifier. See, I'm trying to just make sure I'm right on these rules. Okay, whoops. All right. Stacking. I'm trying to go back to this rule. I'm so sorry. I'm going to pause this again. I'm so sorry. And okay, we're back. I'm sure it'll be on a dice roll modifier if they're moving. So I'm gonna go ahead and move and then attack because I'm certainly going to move and attack with these units here. Again, stacking is limited to, I believe, 3. Gosh, I should double check these rolls. As I do them, I am driving everybody crazy. I'm so sorry. I could quickly find that stacking. I think it's 4 and 3. Stacking, here it is. Warsaw Pact stacking limit, because we want to do this with, oh, it's 2. Okay, it is 2 for Warsaw Pact, and probably guessing 3. Okay, so it's 3, 2. I'm glad I checked that. So there's going to be 2. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to zoom in on on these movement areas. We're going to move over here so you can see this a little bit more clearly. All right, we have 2 units here. Okay, so we already got that. So they're going to go ahead and move into position here. These guys are going to move into position here. They're going to move into position here. These guys are going to follow up. And I'm going to use these folks, excuse me, to engage. Oops. They're going to come out of the zone of control so they can engage that unit. These guys are going to come here. These guys are going to bounce out and then in. And we're just going to eliminate these West German units here. Okay, when we go up a little bit further north, I'm going to reduce the focus on so I want to probably take them out of column mode. We got two, those big East German 20 combat factors. So we got at 6, so half 1, half 2, half 3, half 4, half 5, and a half, and they will engage that cavalry unit. These two units here are just all going to flow down here, down this Autobahn. Whoops. So we're going to have a few combats this turn. Move in there. These are so huge. There's 24 factors there. There is 30 factors there. They're just plowing through. Again, the objectives, for those of you that might have forgotten, with the North Pincer strategy that is being done here, let's go ahead and move back out. We have to move 10 to 12 units that have to pass out each of these Soviet markers, our Warsaw objective markers, basically. So that is our movement. Now we do combat. So we're going to go down here and we're going to show you that. I'm trying to think what I can use for see if I could use one of these as battle board, but we're going to just remember what we're doing. I'm going to move. I need to have some kind of mark. Let me get a mark. Okay, I'll get a marker. So sorry. I'm just trying to make this to where it's a little bit understandable. Go up here to markers. We're going to use a Soviet control. We're going to use a Soviet control marker to show where combat is located at. All right. That you can hardly see. I'm going to delete that. I will copy one of these. Well, it's not going to let me to. Oh well, we'll just have to remember. Okay, so we're going to start here with this bottom unit. I'm going to pull these guys over here. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this combat. So we're fighting in hex 1236. Man, I wish there was a marker I could use. There's got to be something I can use. I think I will use a... We'll use it because we're not going to be able to see these very often. I have a feeling we'll use this NATO air as a combat to identify just the combat. And I wish there was a marker for that. But all right, let's bring over the Allied. So we have one marker there. 2. So we're going to have a +1 on the dice roll modifier for this electronic warfare marker right here. Oh, I'm gonna pause. I want to check and make sure, because this one here may have an influence on this one, but I want to double check. So let me pause this for 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, so it is on the stack, so there's not an crossing over influence. So we're targeting this specific West German unit here. We have 16 total factors, so we have 8-to-1 odds. Let me bring up that combat table. Bring this over here so you can see. We have 8-to-1 odds. We do need to get rid of that, clean this up a little bit. So we have 8-to-1 odds here with a +1 dice roll modifier. We're going to roll our 6. We have a 1. That's not good at all. 1 + 2 is 3. And it's a DL, which I think is a defender loss. This here. DL, the defending player eliminates one involved defending unit, the rest hold their place. So if I had more than one. So this particular unit here gets sent to the dead pool. We're going to move this combat marker away here. That's going to enable this unit to move into here. And this marker here is going to go back to right for next turn. All right, next one is going to be this stack and this stack. Oh, and actually that is not a city, so this is the city here, so there was a nice roll modifier for that. Oh, we have 2 markers, so this is going to be +2 dice roll modifier. We have 19 to 5, so 5, 10, 15. So it's 3-to-1 odds +2. 3-to-1 odds +2. And we're going to roll 1, 2, 3 on 3-to-1. Looks like an exchange. EX is an exchange. 1 unit involved with their choice. So, yeah. Oh, 1 second. One other thing I forgot. This is why I need to go down the table and look. There's these other modifiers I did not include. That is, we did the helicopter air power. I never applied my. Okay, I need to do that. I didn't apply my combat support markers. I'm gonna have to do that when I do the other ones next turn, so I can remember. But I'll apply them after this because it looks like we're gonna win. But that would have made a difference. So I need to go ahead and add those in. Yeah, I better do that. Pull these over here. Well, I think I may just position these on the map just to have them here out of the way in the corner so I know I can remember them. And I know I've got the helicopter, so let me do that. Air unit. Sorry, this is so confusing. This is my first time using this on Vassal. So I'm getting used. This way I don't forget at all. Okay, so we're going to that first one was pretty obvious that was going to happen. So let's add, I can only do, we're dealing with Czechoslovakian units there. Here you can only do one. So that's going to be an additional. But I can, let me get this out of the way so I can look at what I'm doing. I can, where do I need this punch the biggest? Right over here. This has got just two. Yeah, I'm going to put both of these markers. Right, 3 of them. That does not look like a big threat. That's a 3, and that's, so I better put one of these up here. We'll pop that there. We'll also bring over, and so that is the Czechoslovakian. I'm going to go ahead and, since I'm right here, this one here, East German, I'm going to go ahead and pop that marker there, and, whoops, Soviet. Oh, I don't have any. I thought I had East German helicopters. Oh, I just had 1. Okay. Or I had 2. And then, oh, I see what I was doing. Yep. There we go. All right. That's everything then. I'm going to move these down to this because I don't think, and then we'll move Czechoslovakians. Soviets are not engaged yet. And the East Germans. And we'll move. Okay. That should be added there. All right. So then this changes things. So we're at 3 to 1 odds. 3 to 1 odds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that is going to change everything. Also, I think, so that's a +5. So we rolled a 1. So we're at a 6 already. But then, for each German, Czech, Dutch, or French attacking armor superiority, they get +1 for that. But I have there's no armor involved, except the West Germans have armor. So that may be a modifier, negative non-terrain. Oh, okay, I can add combat support to the defender. Okay. Okay, I was just making sure we're not attacking with armor, so we're going to go ahead and bring in our, whoops. Oh, I've got those down here now. Okay, so this is going to be West German. So we have 1 helicopter we can provide to the fight, and we just get 1 of the units. I think I'm going to go ahead and add them into this. Otherwise, we are going to throw in, yep, these 2 up here. 1, 2. We're going to throw that up there. And then we're going to, yes, we are going to provide 1 there and 1 over here. Okay. So that is all of the support markers that I can put in. All right, so go back here. 3-to-1 odds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minus 2 is a 3. We rolled a 1. Now we can do this. This will go a little faster, I promise. 3-to-1. We rolled a 1, which would be defender retreat, and we add 3. 1, 2, and 3. That's going to be an exchange. So they held. But there's 2 units, so we get it. Basically, it's going to be these lower units. So this 2 combat factor unit held. So this is going to go to its dead pool. Send unit to the dead pool box. This guy, we're going to send him to the dead pool box. This comes out of here. This guy was stopped. And this 3 unit here is that. All right, so we have placed all of our support markers. I can go ahead and eliminate that. Those were utilized. And that goes back here because we've got them all distributed. We can now do this because we'll have them available next turn. Okay, we'll figure out something a little bit more efficiently for this. All right, so that was pretty successful. Now we're going to put this unit over here, and we're going to bring these guys over here. So they're going to throw in a... I did have an extra combat support marker, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that into this mix. So they've got electronic warfare and a combat support marker. Okay, so again, this is out in the open. It's clear, so there's no terrain modifier. We have 14, so 7-to-1 odds with a +2. 7-to-1 odds with a +2. We're still, it's West German armor, but no attacking armor, so there's no advantage bonus for that. All right, we'll go ahead and roll. We rolled a 4 + 2 is 6. 7-to-1, 6. Defender eliminated. Eliminate all involved defending units. So that was a good roll for Assault Pact. So this guy goes to the dead pool. And then these 2 units can move in and they can support this attack next turn. All right, so we're going to eliminate that. I'm going to put that back over here. All right, so those are all the attacks around Amberg. So now let's come up here. We have 3 more attacks to do. So we are going to do work. Whoops. We're going to put this marker here. We're going to set $12, and we have these 2 guys here. This is going to be bloody. Look at that. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a slaughter. Okay, another easy way to do this. Now we do have attacking armor here. We get a +2, I believe. We'll look at that in a second. But so let's go bring the combat table up, and we'll look at that. Let's do initial odds here first. Gosh, we're looking at 20. 37 to 6. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. 6 to 1 odds that we're dealing with. And again, +2 for attacking armor superiority. +1. So we just have we got a +1, 2, 3, 4. So then +3. So 7 to 1 odds, +3. We're going to roll. 3, 6 on 7 to 1. Looks like it's another defender eliminated. So they lose both of their units. Wow. We'll eliminate that electronic warfare 1. Oh no. Oh shoot. I just deleted. I'm going to pause this and get my guys back. Oh, there's a false alarm. Okay. I got a little confused here, but we'll put these guys back here. And all right, now we're going to do this combat. This should go pretty. These do grow a little fast. Okay, so we have 15 to 3. That is 3 to 1 odds, or 5 to 1 odds with a -1. 5 to 1 odds, -1. So it's 3 on 5 to 1 odds. We're looking at an exchange from, I didn't put that in. So that, again, helps them. That unit goes to the dead pool. That unit goes to the dead pool. And these guys remain. All right, so there's that combat. That goes back over here. Now we're going to move over to this one. This will be our third and final combat. That'll mark there. So we have 20. So that's 5 to 1 odds. So 5 times 4 is 20. So 5 to 1 odds. And it looks like there's no armor attacking, so there's no +1 there. And these three, they offset each other. So this is going to be a straight roll. No dice roll modifiers. We get a 1. 1 on 5 to 1 odds. Whoops. One on 5 to 1 odds. 5 to 1. That's an exchange. So we've been losing some units here. That's not good because these are some high-powered units. We're going to lose this. We lose the position, but we also lose this 8. That is not good. And the 12 gets to move in. He gets to advance. Right there, yeah. Helicopter. All right. Back here, back to East German helicopters. All right, that is all combat then for the Warsaw Pact. Now we do NATO. So here, again, we have no air. We've already put out all the combat support markers. So now it's just movement and then combat. Ooh, this is where it's going to get a little dicey. So this okay, this is 8. We have this is going to be our point here. We are going to move these guys here. Let's go ahead and move in a little closer so you can see the detail on this. We're going to move that unit there. Now here, I should have probably, I'm going to move these up. They'll still have an influence. That way I clear the markers, but we have, this is one of our, I'm going to move this guy. So 1.5, 3, 4. I'm just going to move him out of the way there. This is going to be 1.5, 3, half, 4. And then let me check the terrain modifier on rough terrain or mountain. I guess it's rough terrain. That's a 3. So I can't move them up here this turn because of, again, this is because of I'm not able to put them into an effective fighting position. Here, 1.5, 3. Oops. Let's see, 1.5, 3, 4.5, and then 6. Okay, there's just that one there. So 1.5, 3, 4.5, and then that's clear, so that can go there. 4.5, 5, and oh, I could stack him. He can make it. Oh no, he can't because that's an he can't do it because of that guy there. So let's move this guy in. So 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. Half, 2, 3.5, 5. Oh wait, yeah, 5. Actually, no, they're staying in that city. That's right, I'm keeping them there. All right, so let's see if I have anybody else to move. I do have this unit here to move. Yeah, I do have this movement here. So half 1, half 2, half 3, half 3.5, 5. And that's all it can do. And then I think we have everything else. We also, yeah, we don't get other reinforcements until turn 6. All right. So now we got to move these guys down. 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. I'm going to move him just right out here. I'll move him right there. Okay. So we have 1.5, 3, 4, 6. I guess everything's going to pretty much move forward down to here. So again, that kept them from rapidly, in column mode, being able to go, gosh, 24 hexes, I think, rapidly deploy out there. So all the air power that we put in is very effective. jamming up this highway. So that's a good strategy here at the beginning. And we'll pull that guy there. All right. Now the question is, do I want to attack? I think I can. I had extra. I got to remember this. This is just not helping me, but we're going to go ahead and bring it. I think I had a spare one of these. Okay, I need to put a pool of the ones that I used. Yeah, it's going to be on 1 hex, so we'll put that there. All right. So he is in. We're going to do combat here. See if we can inflict some damage on this guy. 1, 2. Okay, now I do have armor superiority over mechanized division. So we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 19. So that's 1-to-1 odds. We get, if I can go back to the table, it's in clear terrain. Let's see. Attacking of other nationalities, I got +2. So I have a +3 dice roll modifier on 1-to-1 odds. I'm going to roll 6, 9 on 1-to-1 odds. Holy cow. 9. Defender loss. 1 involved defending unit. There is only 1. So we made them, that East German unit, pay for what they did. 1. So we're going to have a nice dice roll modifier when it comes to, oh, I think I had these reversed. No, I think that's fine. That's what I had. All right, so that is our combat that we did. We're pretty much at the end of this turn. Now we do the administrative phase. We've not met any victory conditions. Let me go down to that. Movement, combat. Yeah, it's pretty simple. You know, I'm making it a lot more complicated until I get these rules down and get back into that rhythm of, you know, being able to. I'm going to pause this for 1 second and pull the rules on the administrative phase. Okay, so the administrative phase, we remove all electronic warfare and air power markers from the map. So these all, we're going to move. So I'm going to move this down here. I can just clone those for next time. So we're going to delete these. All of these air power markers. All right. So that was very effective for the Warsaw Pact. But this is going to be a tough grinder over here, as we've obviously seen. All right, so that was all the markers for that. And electronic warfare markers, we did that as we went through. And then we determine if there is any victory conditions. If they're not met and it's not the end of the game, turn 12, move the marker to the next box and get the next turn. So this next turn, per the rules, we're going to be able to roll for refugees. We're going to throw that into the mix. We get all of our, we now have our combat support figured out. But I may move these over here just to get them out of the way. And just to have them kind of on this side over here. We'll do that on the next turn, so we can see just strategically. This is all going to be over here. These guys are going to be able to come up through here, and I'm going to have to probably feed. If I get air superiority for the Warsaw Pact next, I'll do the same thing on delaying them, because if I can get these units in column formation, they could slam up here. That may divert these guys. I may have to bring them back down here to combat this and depend upon this terrain. Let me just share with you the terrain modifier for rough hex. It's a -2 DRM, -2 DRM for being in this mountainous terrain. But this is where our defensive position is going to be. As soon as we get these guys down here, we're going to have defend against 2 assaults, because this guy here is the only thing holding up. I may withdraw him in, I don't know if I can withdraw him. I'll have to check the rules for that. But we will move on then to turn number 3 on the next edition of Evolution of Warfare. Thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe on the YouTube page if you can. And again, if I've made any rule errors, please make comment in the comment box. But we'll see you next time. Thanks.